We continue our voyage north on the ICW, making our way to Myrtle Beach Yacht Club in Little River. In this episode, we depart the Awendaw Creek, travel through a very shallow area at McClellanville, past Georgetown, into the cypress forest on the Waccamaw River, and spend a night at Waccamaw Marina in Murrells Inlet. The next day, we navigate through dense fog for the first time, into the man-made canals of Myrtle Beach and the famous rock pile, and then into Little River, South Carolina. Hi, we're Tom and Jen, a young and heart couple trying to live each day to the fullest aboard Soulmate, a 40-foot mainship trawler. Grab your favorite beverage and join us for Docktails as we share our experience traveling the Great Loop, a 6,000-mile nautical adventure. We left our anchorage on the Awendaw Creek at 8 a.m. and will travel 44.6 nautical miles to Waccamaw Marina at Murrells Inlet.
Is sunrise leaving our anchorage? Morning on Awendaw Creek. Well, we just left Awendaw Creek. We're now back on the ICW for our third leg of our journey. Pretty red sailboat. Getting ready to pass. Beautiful boat.
We stayed at the Awendaw Creek last night to time the passing of this shallow area at McClellanville to be at a high tide. Alright, just went through McClellanville. A very skinny water area, but beautiful homes all around. Captain Chen at the helm. No?
I'm letting autopilot do its thing.
Alright. Down the ICW, just left McClellanville. And what's the next place we're headed to?
Santee River.
Santee River, that's what's coming up next. Santee River. Come here, Mr. Dolphin. Pop your head up. Come on. Flipper. Beauty of South Carolina, low country.
Slithery, slimy, bitey.
Kind of like that.
Me? I am not slithery and I'm not slimy. I'm not.
Well,
I'm not.
okay.
On a swing bridge. Oh, it's a floating swing bridge. And then this is the other side.
middle of the morning as we talked about bringing the boat to, but went to Lady Isle there. It was a good choice. The entrance to Georgetown, South Carolina. We'll be bypassing on this trip, but a little old industrial town. By late 1700, there were more than 40,000 acres of rice being grown around Georgetown, which produced up to 1/2 of all the rice in the United States. We arrived at Waccamaw Marina around 2:30, where we got fuel and then stayed for the evening. We were delayed leaving the marina this morning due to dense fog, a first for us. We'll travel 33.7 nautical miles today.
All right, well, our last day going up to Myrtle Beach, and as you can see, we're quite fogged in this morning, so not sure how much longer it's going to be before we get out of here. Definitely some sun over that way.
There was a lot of debris in the water, and we did not want to take a risk traveling in the fog. Took a few hours, but the fog finally lifted and we were able to get underway.
Just left the Waccamaw Marina. We were delayed by roughly an hour and a half-ish, maybe 2 hours. Dense fog. So we're getting a little bit later start, but that's okay. We've only got about 30 miles, and we will be at our final destination for the winter in Myrtle Beach Yacht Club. Can't decide if this is either like Lewis and Clark Adventure going down this river or like the Jungle Cruise at Disney, or maybe both.
Just gotta see the alligators and the
Right, and the guys climbing the trees, which I don't see. Low country of South Carolina, man. Absolutely stunning.
Marina and RV campground. Looks like it's pretty busy. A few more miles, we're going to hit the Sacastee Swing Bridge. Jen's going to have to call on the radio and have them open it for her.
We don't want to.
Yeah,
I don't want to go on the radio.
You got to go on the radio.
I don't want to go on the radio.
You got no choice. Then we got to turn
Actually,
around
I
and
do
go back.
have a choice.
Turn around and go back. Anyways, back to the campground.
Side of the dock. I'd be okay with that. I like this blue one here, all the decking. Yeah, that's the one I'm gonna pick. Saukesty Swing Bridge. It's only got 11-foot clearance, so we have been sitting here probably 15 minutes just holding tight, waiting to continue northbound. I believe there's 3 sailboats on the other side heading southbound and a boat behind us as well. Thankfully the current hasn't been too funky. Big backup of cars. Let's see what the cars look like. Huge backup of cars. But we are through. And a campground just off the ICW. Looks pretty nice. Never know what you'll see.
So home lining the ICW right after the Saukesty Swing Bridge. Kept Jen at the helm. Moving away through Myrtle Beach. Got a couple of bridges to get through. And then we'll eventually get up to the rock pile, the infamous rock pile. It's still about 15 miles away though. We're going by the back side of a great big complex with restaurants and shops and all kinds of stuff. Real cool place. We went here last year, 2 years ago? A couple years ago we were here. Pretty cool to see from the water side once you see it from land. Looks quite different back here. Correction, this is not the place we're thinking of, but it's still pretty cool. Pretty cool.
Okay, I think this is the back side of that barefoot landing that Tom and I had been to a couple years ago. And we're seeing it from a different angle, which is kind of cool. You got Greg Norman's Australian Grill here. And then I think it's Lulu's. Is that Lulu's, Tom? Might be Lulu's. But it's kind of neat to see it from this side, this vantage point. Yep, it's Lulu's. Which is always fun. We went to the one in Gulf Shores. No. Yeah, Gulf Shores. And then on this side is the Barefoot Landing Marina. Nice boat. And we have another swing bridge here in Myrtle Beach.
Barefoot Swing Bridge.
Barefoot Swing Bridge.
We had to wait for a barge to pass before we could enter the rock pile.
barge. Gotta give him room. He gets first dibs because he's bigger than us. He's paying attention. Need a truck that can go on the water and do stuff from the river? Call Green Beach Builders. Truck on a barge. Going through the rock pile, although I don't see one. Underneath they had to, underneath the water they had to blow up a channel, Microwavi, right? They had to create a channel, and you can kind of see the rocks here and the rocks there. So there's no mud, there's no sand underneath us. It rock, and it is a narrow channel that we are able to go down. Kind of see the rocks that are right there. There you can see the rock just underneath the water.
We passed through the rock pile area with no issues. That was a relief. Here is Soulmate's home for the winter, the Myrtle Beach Yacht Club in Little River, South Carolina. Winter is forcing us to take a break from our Great Loop adventure, and we'll pick it back up in the spring. Over the past 5 months, we have completed many boat projects, gained knowledge on the Loop lifestyle, and begun to get comfortable with Soulmate. We have traveled 371 nautical miles of the Loop in 10 travel days at an average speed of 6.7 knots. We have over 4,300 miles to go to complete the Loop and plan to do this in 24. We anticipate 80 to 100 travel days, plus time to enjoy all there is to see along the way. We'll post more videos in the spring once we get going again. Thanks for watching. Tom and Jen.